All right, please go ahead. Okay. I'm just curious for anybody involved with the show. Do you think it's important that we eventually find out what Wilfred is ultimately?
I mean, that's a good question because people I think the people involved in this show love to keep everyone guessing all the time. I am the kind of person who needs an answer. Specifically, I would love to know. I don't know if we'll get one, but I would love to know if it's a figment or some actual thing that we can explain.
All right.
Hey. Better late than no, we're late. Sorry.
Hi. They switched us again.
So I guess what about as far as an answer to that question, what would be something that would be satisfying? What would be satisfying for you? I guess you were talking about wanting to know.
I know. I don't want it to. I know what I don't want. I don't want it to be a dream or something. Like easily explained like that. That just pisses me off. I don't want that to happen. If it's a figment, it could be very interesting. Just because our mom has the same sort of situation happening with her mental health. So that would be an interesting story, but also if he's, talking man and the doctor, that would be very, very interesting to figure out a way to explain that. I would love that. Maybe we're all crazy, and we don't see that or something. But as long as it's not a dream.
But if you're all crazy, would you have an imaginary person too? You have an imaginary?
I hope so. I mean,
What would it be?
It's in my blood, right? Mom has a cat.
Yeah.
It's going to take me to fish, like something boring. Bird. What would we have?
Okay, yeah. Bird might work. I don't know what you would do with the fish. You can't really spell it out.
It's kind of funny if I was talking to a fish.
If it is sort of a magical being, what, as Jason has kind of thrown out there, what do you think Kristen would do if she were to see Wilfred as Ryan season?
It's funny because I've thought about it. If maybe she does see him, which is not because it is in our blood, maybe, and she doesn't want to acknowledge that, that's her way of avoiding him at all times. Because all season, everybody asks, how is it talking to a dog? And how is it talking to Jason and the dog suit? Is it weird? I never look at him because I'm not supposed to like him or like being around or whatever. We actually get a little cozy this season later on in this season, but without having seen that so far, I avoid him at all costs. So I think that is an interesting, maybe I knew something and I'm just avoiding him because I know I'm crazy. I don't know. That's what I've made as my interesting. I should tell the writers that.
That would be interesting. And then you pass it on to your child.
Yeah.
Or Joffrey.
Because Joffrey talks to Wilfred a lot. He talks to Barry, but I mean, that's going in extra. Ryan doesn't even talk to Barry.
Are you going to be in a dance number this year?
No, but we need to be because Fiona and I both dance. I'm a dance minor. I can totally dance. I can't sing, but
So instead they had to teach Elijah how to dance for that.
totally did. Yeah, they were a little worried. Our choreographer's Rocky and Ron. We're a little worried about it. Yeah. But it looks great. Jason can really yeah, so that wasn't the obstacle.
I think it was a big toll on Elijah. He says he doesn't want to do another.
He doesn't?
A little jazz in it. Because between shooting and then he would have to go to rehearsal for dance.
Yeah, no, it was a big,
I think he has a fear of now him having to take classes while shooting for some other people.
ballet number or something that were in their head. I don't know if they would do that. They did enjoy the musical number. I think the whole, I mean, it's like a very cool to watch, so I know that that would be it's cool. We don't have one like this, but she tested. Sorry.
Does Kristen think about their dad as much as Ryan does?
Yeah, for sure. And we discuss that. We go over that this season. But I think that Kristen has. I don't think the dad was as hard on Kristen as he was on is or was on Ryan. So it didn't affect. And the whole thing in I do think I take a lot of issues with me more from Mom, Mary St. Virgin's character, than Dad, because he dealt with Ryan. But there's a lot of family stuff running on this season. It's wonderful. It's like a Christmas episode, which I thought we were Jewish all of first and second seasons, but we celebrate. We're not. No, we have a Christmas episode.
I'm gonna call last question. So make it a good one.
Thanks, Chris.
No, that's not the last question. How are you not Jewish?
With a name like Newman. I don't know.
Unless you guys are done and I can steal her now. It's up to you.
Oh yeah, real quick. You mentioned that your character and Wilfred are going to get a little cozier as the season goes on. Can you talk about the maybe some vague circumstances how that can happen?
Yes, my character lightens up a lot this season. And so, jobless still, and having the baby, but she's having a little bit more fun. And her and Kristen and Ryan really become jobless and entertain each other for a few episodes, which was really fun. There was one scene where Elijah and I were working, and I said this in another interview, where we both weren't getting it. Like, it just didn't feel right. And we're like, I don't know, why is it not feel right? We sat with it for a little bit, and it was working or whatever. Everybody else that was working, and we're like, it's because we're getting along. Like, it doesn't feel right to have a conversation where we're like laughing and joking, and it felt odd. So we have fun with that. What was the point of my question?
The circumstances where you and Wilfred are going to get cozier.
Yeah, so because my character Kristen relaxes a little bit, she also relaxes with Wilfred. And there's one episode which I think is airing at the panel. I don't want to give a lot of it away, but it crosses a line for sure. And in order to accomplish this, he gets really super cozy with me, and I accept the coziness.